What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the vlog. 2022, and I mean, God, freaking time flies by. I can't believe we're already in a new year. But as you guys can see, the title and thumbnail of this video is based around my 1992 Foxbody GT. I got an offer that is so disgusting. It made me think about considering selling the car for possibly a GT 350. You know, I thought a lot about this, and it's a big chunk of money. But before we get into that, I'll talk about that a little later on. We have 5 goals I have in mind for this year that I want to accomplish, and I kind of want you guys to throw your little mix into the thing. Drop a comment after you guys hear every single one of my goals for 2022. Let me know what y'all think. If it's doable, I'll add another goal to the list. Drop a comment what you guys want to see me do with the Foxbody or even the S550 Apollo. Anything, drop a comment, let me know. So let's jump into today's video. Goal number 1, first thing I have in mind is these road trips we have planned. So you guys know me and my boy Derek, we're going on a massive road trip. I'm taking Apollo, my S550, 2020 GT, full bolt-ons E85. In case you guys are new here, we're taking this road trip all the way down the East Coast. We have a lot more other trips planned. Like, they're all written down. We have everything mapped out what we're gonna do, but this is the actual trip that's gonna let us know how y'all like it. So we're gonna need your support for this trip. It is gonna be sick. We're stopping in 4 major areas: Richmond, North Carolina, Georgia, and Orlando, Florida. Possibly gonna do a 5th one, maybe Miami or Tampa. Everything's still up in the air right now. The dates are almost locked in for the first 4 locations. That's gonna be dropping very, very soon. So stay tuned for that. That is goal number 1, make these trips lit. No one else on YouTube has ever done this before. So we're gonna make it our own thing, and I hope this is a very successful trip this year. My second goal for the year has nothing to do with the Foxbody or even Apollo. You guys know I love trucks, huge fan of trucks. I've had an F-150, I've had an F-250, and you know the F-250, it's not my favorite truck. I don't know, it just doesn't seem like me. We're gonna end up selling that F-250. I do have another truck on order. We are going for an off-road content standpoint, something totally different. We're gonna do bumpers, we're gonna do lights, we're gonna do everything, full bolt-ons to the truck. It's gonna be sick. Off-roading content is my second goal for this year. We're making it happen. I do have a truck on order. It's supposed to be here in, I think, 5 to 6 months-ish. Whichever truck I get, I'm gonna end up shipping it out to an off-roading area, such as Nevada, something like that, where I can go hit the dunes all week or do trails or something like that. So we're gonna be shipping the truck I get to a totally different area, and you're gonna see a full off-roading content for 1 week straight. That is something also I wanna get into and start shipping the truck places. I fly there, get in the truck, we go on off-roading adventures. That is a second goal for this year. We are gonna make that happen also. I've never seen anyone really do that either before. It is gonna be amazing. That's some sick content in my opinion, especially in the off-road world. Goal number 3 is all about the Foxbody on this one. So in case you guys are new here, this is my 1992 Foxbody GT. It's got a built 363 stroker motor in it from Ford Performance. This car made 400 horsepower right to the tire. So it's a fun little street car, something to drive around, but this car was built for the road course. So another goal for this year is to take this car autocrossing to a cone event or do something similar, maybe even a drift event. I've never been drifting before. Every time I drive this car is so easy to slide around. I always do that. So I plan on making a video on that very soon because obviously the streets are cold, these tires are old. They need to just get burnt off at this point. They need to be changed. They've been on the car since I got them, and they were brand new when I got it, but now they're just old, they're getting dried up. So we're gonna do a drifting video. We're gonna do drifting, autocrossing with this car. A lot of awesome stuff planned with it. It is an older car, but everything on this car, front to back, has been redone. It's pretty much brand new. It's brand new, but 30 years old. Goal number 4. So you guys all know Apollo. It is a Gen 3 2020 Mustang GT, full bolt-ons, 85. It's on kill right now as she sits for all motor aspect. We plan on throwing boost at it probably towards next winter. You know, I have fun with the all motor. It's a badass setup. You can run the shit out of it, and I want to see how it does on the cross country trip, fuel mileage wise, racing other people wise. Then after that, we have the few trips this year. We're done with it. The all motor did its thing. It's an awesome setup. I highly recommend it to anyone looking for just an all-around badass car to drive around, and you will beat some boosted cars with it. I have a few under my belt. Just on the big end, it's not a killer there, but from a 40 to 130, it's pretty quick for what it is. But the real thing for number 4 is we are trying to get this car into the 10s as it sits. 20s up front, full interior. The only thing it has is a rear seat delete, because I just hate when people sit in the rear. So, you know, rear seat delete, front premium seats as the car sits. I want it to be at least a high to like a 10.8 to a 10.7 car. That is my goal. I plan on throwing a converter in the car just so I can get out of the 60 foot a lot better, cut that time down, because I was only getting like a 1.7 or 1.8 when I was at the track. It's not the worst, but I want to be like a 1.5 60 foot with this car. That should push me right where I want to be, like kind of mid to high 10s. Then after that, we're gonna shoot for 9s with this car. We're gonna go boosted, probably a Gen 5 Whipple. The Gen 5 Whipples I've been seeing online, they're freaking tanks. They're workhorses. They're just beasts, and people throw beatings after beating after beating on them, and they seem to hold up pretty well. So Whipple is option number 1. Option number 2 at the moment is a VMP Odin kit. They are just as good as the Whipple, but I don't know, something at the Whipple, how it's painted white from the factory, and it just, I don't know, something. Whipple has my heart at the moment, but I'm going to stop by VMP this year. Actually, on the trip we're doing, we're going to Orlando, and one of the stops is at VMP Performance. So I'm going to go down there, talk to them a bit. Maybe we can work something out with Apollo, because I would love to work with VMP and make this car 900 wheel horsepower absolute monster. Goal number 5 is kind of like has 2 little parts. So pretty much part number 1 is to hit 100,000 subscribers. That's pretty much every beginning YouTuber's dream, is to hit 100,000 or 1 million subscribers. But I'm going to make it my mission this year. I will be posting a video every single week. Still working full time, still grinding full time. I'm making it my mission to post a video every single week. You know, I did last year. I posted 1 video or 2 videos every single week for a full year. I only missed 1 week, and it was because of my tonsil surgery. But that is no excuse. I should have had a video ready. My apologies. This year, we are not missing a single beat. Every week, we will have a new upload. On God, that is a promise, and I'm gonna do everything in my power to hit 100,000 subs. That is my final goal for 2022. And I gotta say, before we jump into the Foxbody content today, you guys need to write down at least 5 goals you have and make sure you hit them this year also. It is awesome to have goals written down. It is something to strive for. Write it in your notes, write it somewhere. Even set it as your alarm every day when you wake up to remind yourself, because you can get caught up in life and you'll end up forgetting things. So write it down, make your goals happen. Now, let's jump onto the offer of my Foxbody. So as you guys know, this is my 1992 Foxbody GT. This is my first and only Foxbody I've ever owned. My family has come from literally probably 30 to 40 Foxbodies between my dad, my mom, all my uncles together. We've went through some Foxbodies in our time, and I'm pretty sure this is the last one we're ever gonna own between the monks, like the group of us. This is the last one that's gonna be in the family, so I really don't think I'm gonna get rid of this anytime soon, even though the offer was insane. I'm gonna let y'all know the offer. I mean, drop a comment right now, take a guess on what you would offer for this car. Has a brand new motor. Let me pop the hood and show you guys. So, this is my race car, guys. I did the whole engine bay. This actually was welded. All the little holes, all the little pinholes they had all around the car, that got completely welded shut, smoothed over, and freshly repainted. The engine bay and complete all underneath the car resprayed black, like a matte black, and like it's kind of almost a rough finish so dirt doesn't stick to it. So everything got redone. Heads are brand new. They got redone. They got dropped off at the machine shop. They went through them. Everything's brand new in them. Intake. And this short block is actually a 363 from Ford Performance. Car runs great. Made 400 to the wheels, and you guys can just see how clean this car is. Front to back, there isn't a single, when I tell you there isn't a single spot of rust on this car. I went down south to Clayton, North Carolina to specifically get this car. I saw how clean it was, the paint, the body, how straight it is, and you guys can just see for yourself. It is perfect. I mean, she has her little flaws, but compared to some Fox bodies nowadays with the age they are, they have a lot more flaws than this. So she's perfect in my opinion. She's right where I want her. A couple odds and end things. We got to put a Cobra bumper on the rear. I might roll the fender so I can put a little wider tire in the back. But I got offered $42,000 for this car. As it sits right now, the guy was ready to come pick it up with a truck and trailer. He's like, I'll bring you a check or cash, whatever you would like. $42,000 for this car, and this is a regular Mustang GT. Sticker back in the day on this car was probably like 15 to 20,000. I really don't know what these cars went for, but think about that. That car, that old, I know between the motor work, transmission, all the suspension, the wheels, the interior, this car is full of sound deadening. I got sound deadening on the doors, sound deadening on the floors, all the way back to the trunk. New wiring harness, like a main cable, has a kill switch in the back. Everything was switched to LEDs on the inside. Like, this car did not miss a beat at all, any means. And do I think it's worth $42,000 to the right buyer? Possibly. Would I pay $42,000 for a Foxbody? No, but I can tell you this for a fact. After going through the intensive lengths of building one, going from powder coating, painting the car, the engine bay, doing underneath, new brakes, like everything, maintenance, like on this car, front to back, short block, doing the interior, seats, roll cage, steering wheel, quick release, like stuff adds up very, 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 very fast. And I can tell you, any sports car you have, the amount of money you put in it does not make it the new value, and I can assure you that for a fact. Every car that is for sale does have the right buyer, and I guess someone fell in love with this car. They offered a crazy number, and I was very close to selling it. I was contemplating it back and forth for a GT350 for the channel, and I was thinking GT350, I can throw the whole Cobra Jet setup from Apollo onto the 350, probably make like 600 wheel on E85 on a badass GT350 if I probably port the heads a little more. And that was my plan, a badass all-motor GT350 over the Fox, and then Apollo can get a Gen 5 Whipple. So that was my intentions, that was my goal in mind. But after getting back in this car and driving it, there's just something about it that nor the S550 or GTR can touch. This is just raw, old school, American muscle, and there's just something special about these cars, and this car is never gonna go anywhere, I can assure you guys that. So stay tuned on stuff with the Fox this year. We're gonna be doing badass stuff, drifting videos, autocrossing videos, might even do a small road trip in the Fox up to Hershey for the Foxbody. Hershey, they have like a big ass car show up there. So the Fox is gonna get a lot of airtime this year on the channel, and the Fox always gets great views. You guys seem to love the Foxbody. It's just a classic. I mean, this is old school as it gets. I mean, my first motor that came in the car was a 302 factory, stroked to a 347. It started to wipe a cam. It's the lifter, one of the lifter collapsed and the cam was getting wiped. Motor still ran, drove it to the shop, and they found out what was wrong with it. So that's just like something about these cars. They're tanks. They just don't want to die. They're old school American steel, and it's just something that's a timeless. This is a time machine right here for the previous generation. I hope you enjoyed today's little video. It's something quick, jump off the first of the year, right off with a bang, let you guys know my goals, everything I have set and ready to do. I have everything written down. I'm gonna knock everything out and kill it this year, 100%. But, you know, there's snow still outside on the ground, and we're supposed to get another 6 inches tomorrow. So this is the best I can do in the garage, still bringing you guys a vlog. And once we go down south, it's gonna be a complete game changer. Thank you guys for watching today's video. Road to 100K. Let's get it. Peace.